Thank you, everyone. It's really a privilege to be here today. And to be very honest, staying on this stage once was impossible to believe. As a child, it seems to me I was more close to fly to the moon than to imagine to have a speech in front of you, in front of this college in London. I grew up in Sri Lanka, not in extreme poverty, but close enough to realize what opportunity really cost. My parents had not much, but they done a very important decision, and especially regarding me. They spent everything what they had, my education. And then they done an even harder decision. They let me go alone to Germany as a 12-year-old boy. I'm not here to explain my story. This experience taught me a hard lesson. Success is not as fair we all like to believe. We are grow up and we are growing up, you are growing up, with a very powerful narrative. Work hard, stay disciplined, stay focused, you will succeed. It's a beautiful story, but it is incomplete. Hard work matters enormously. Yet where you start matters just as much. I am not here because I work hard. Many people work hard. Millions of people working harder than I ever did. I'm here because someone has invested in me early and opened the doors. There's a million of other talented people. They have not this chance. According to UNESCO, 244 million children and young people are out of the school. Not because they are lazy, not because they are less intelligent, not because they don't dream big enough, but because they were denied access to education, access to safety, access to mentors, access to stable institutions, access to opportunities. If you realize that, you think, what can I do for that? But again, access is one of the most relevant things in the world. Access to schools like that is one of the most important. Ground creating prosperity, wealth, and also happiness. Again, there's another powerful research piece that shows child's parents' income is closely related to child's income, future income, and wealth status. That brings me to another important discussion. Because if we think what that exactly means, where you born really determines where you can go. And that opens up a question in me very much. Is that, and that's a brutal truth, the talent is universal, but opportunity is not. In saying that, talents are elsewhere in the world. And we are thinking sometimes we have the talent, we are most talented. Because some people forgetting their success is rely mostly on their own abilities, talent, and so on. If we're really honest, we know we have really great conditions here. We have a great supporting systems. You have parents who sacrificed, teachers who believe in you, mentors who guided you, and networks that open doors for you, but also institutions that give you credibility and stability. If you once realize that, all you are interpreting success differently. It is not about guilt what I'm talking. I'm talking about awareness. Once you realize success is not entirely individual, your responsibility changes. For some years ago, I went to Sri Lanka and I met some students and they remembered me, myself much. Same dreams, same ambition, same hunger. And I can tell you that much more intelligent than me. The difference was not the talent, it was the access. And I have to say, that has really opened up my mind to one clear conclusion. The inequality, I know now and I feel it at this moment where the inequality lives. Because if you once realize really how that all comes, and especially we have to realize this inequality is in systems, and we can do something against that. And I can tell you that And it's not for call for action. And I'm not asking you to change the world. Don't even try it. Do small things. Do small steps. It can be an introduction for someone. It can be a recommendation. It can be a tutoring one or other hour with someone like who needs help. And for parents and many other successful people, you can think about a scholarship, internship. Give someone a first chance. All that looks like very marginal and tiny. Believe me, for the giver looks like that. For receivers, means much. Means much. That these doors, what even small steps, can change their life, their whole life. I'm not here today because I was the most intelligent. No, someone has opened a door for me. Someone has invested in me early. And I can remember today just like yesterday. Just standing in an airport, one small suitcase, one-way ticket, two loving parents standing behind me and just smiling just enough that I wouldn't be afraid. Everything after that followed. Every room I entered, every step of my career and graduations, what I received, started at that moment. And there's another child in somewhere in the world with the same intelligence, same ambition, same hunger, have no ticket, have no access, have no one will open the door. And I do think I'm again asking you not to change the world. If I look around and if I hear all your great presentations today, world class, I knew most of you will make it in the future. But I want that you remember that one day, if you are in influential positions, if you're in powerful positions, if you have a great life, that you might be, think for 1 second what I can do, very small, use my influence, use my power, use my thinking to help what I've discussed, about the children what I've discussed earlier. So that brings me to one of the final thoughts. And I have to say, this final thought is nothing else than to say talent is universal, opportunity is not. But the real question is, will you leave that in this way, or will you open doors? Thank you very much.